I picked Pole Position. Um, Mainly just it jumped out of me as I'm not really very good at racing games, so I figured what the heck. So before I start, because it's probably only gonna play it once or twice through, I'm gonna go over the kind of interesting fun facts here. I'll maybe bring up an image about pole position. Well, it didn't get any bigger at all, hardly. But pole position was a one of the most intricate racing games of the time. It was developed by Namco, published by Atari in North America. Was and it was released in Japan for the Atari Incorporated and distribution in North America. It was one of the first racing games with a real track. It was actually featured the Fuji Speedway in Japan, which was kind of a big deal. It had what was considered groundbreaking pseudo 3D graphics. It used a pretty clever use of perspective and distance to simulate 3D nature. It introduced qualifying laps, which you had to qualify for the main race by finishing a lap in a limited time, which has become since a staple in racing games. It was a huge commercial hit. It was the highest grossing arcade game of 1983 in the US, in the United States, and one of the top arcade earners of the early 80s in general. Pole Position had a cockpit style arcade cabinet, complete with a steering wheel, pedals, and gear shift which was incredibly immersive at the time. One of the most immersive games ever to be released to that point. It was one of the first arcade games to have a major television advertising campaign, marking a shift towards marketing for video games. It appeared in TV shows, arcades, and movies, and was part of the early 80s gamer culture. It was also turned into a short lived animated TV series in 1984. Pole Position was ported to numerous home systems, including the Atari 2600, Commodore 2064, and Apple II. A sequel, Pole Position 2, followed in 1983. The game featured computer-controlled opponents that changed lanes and reacted to the player's advanced AI, which was player advanced AI for its time. So let's go ahead and let's play a little round. That is the wrong game. We'll get to that one later. All right. So it's quite straightforward on the left and right, and you actually have to have fairly accurate steering. I did play this already a couple times because I suck at racing games. Then you've got these little like wooden. Well, I just I just messed myself up. They've got these like wooden pallets in the road that you have to dodge. Again, I am not good at racing games. The funny thing that I can't help but think about when I play this is it makes me think of the scene in Wreck-It Ralph when they are explaining what going turbo means. And in Wreck-It Ralph, if you haven't seen it, going turbo was a kind of a slur almost for a game character leaving their game and going to a different game. And that was done because Turbotastic left his game and basically crashed a game very, very similar to this game. In fact, I think they were trying to imply that it was inspired, that the game in the movie was inspired by this game. I'm doing a little bit better this playthrough. Oh, man, I almost hit that pallet. Alright. I'm doing much, much better this time. I think I'm actually about to finish. Yeah, that was much better. Alright. And that was pole position.